Does communication between you and your spouse seem so difficult right now? One of the problems, especially in the early stages of transitioning through divorce, is the difficulty between the two of you to have reasonable, rational, and productive communication. One of you has initiated the divorce. One of you is feeling punched in the gut. One of you is feeling extremely sad and lost and confused and hurt. And one of you may appear to be happy, moving on, and life is great. Whatever your situation is, it's important that you try to improve the communication that you have with your spouse. And one of the ways you can do that is by understanding where you are in the process of divorce and where your partner is in the process of divorce. There are 3 stages in the transition of divorce. And in the first stage, you may be feeling completely lost, feelings of anger, denial, bitterness, shock, sadness, frustration. And this may be where you are, or this may be where your spouse is. The second stage in the transition of divorce is where you may be feeling stress, fear, anxiety, leading more into skepticism and then acceptance. So stage 2 is where some things are still very, very difficult and you're bouncing back into fear and sadness, but you're starting to move towards acceptance of the reality of your divorce. And stage 3 is moving into feelings of enthusiasm and energy and joy and future focus. So if you have been pondering divorce for many months or many years, and you've been thinking about it and finally realized that you know this is the best choice for you, you may be moving towards the acceptance stage within the divorce transition. And if you have just asked your husband or partner for a divorce, he may still be, or she may still be, in the beginning stages of divorce: shock, denial, anger, bitterness, sadness. There are many, many important decisions that need to be made between the two of you, and that means that there'll be lots and lots of communication. It makes common sense, and it's obvious that the better you can communicate now, the more loving you can be towards one another, the kinder you can be, the better off you'll be through this transition and in the rest of your life. Now, it's not easy, but one way that you can help is to understand where you are in the process of divorce and where your partner is in the process of divorce. And that can help with communication going forward. You are worthy, you are loved, you are joy, and you can choose happiness.